Hillsy in the building. Sit down, relax, baby, let me take you on a ride. Sit down, relax, baby, let me take you on a ride. Welcome to my roller coaster.
Time for breakfast. I am having some sorghum porridge with margarine and peanut butter and sugar. Yeah, I've had an okay morning so far. I'm able to move around. I was able to bath myself. Yeah, so I need to eat. I woke up pretty late. So I'm like way behind my schedule to take all my medication. So yeah, I need to eat, drink my meds, get my injections, and then try and rest some more. So yeah. Hey guys, my face still looks swollen, but I think that's just because I just woke up from a very long nap. It's late afternoon now. I had a terrible night. Yes, mom?
Should I get my veggies?
I had a terrible night last night. I think for most of yesterday I was fine. Like, I can do everything by myself, can bath myself, I was eating well, I can walk, like I can actually walk around and stuff. So yeah, I thought, you know, everything's fine. And I think there was like a lot of progress, because like from the vlogs that I watched like before, a lot of people only like started walking after like a couple days when they got back from the hospital. But like, I do not like being sick, guys, so I told myself I was going to push myself, and my mom really pushes me as well, obviously not to do too much. So yeah, I was trying my best to like do what I can. Anyway, later on I just started feeling really weak. I noticed that like I was feeling really weak, like after I spent too long while I'm up, I would feel really weak and dizzy. And then I also noticed that my floor was really heavy. So I just sort of concluded that, you know, I think my iron is like also getting low, because I'm obviously losing blood. Yeah, and then in the evening it got really worse, guys. I was feeling really weak. My floor was even heavier, like I had to change my pad like every hour, you know. And so now I'm dealing with the pain of the wounds, and especially the period pain. That was the worst. I was in so much pain, and I just felt like my painkillers were not working. And then the absolute worst part, guys, constipation. because if you're sitting on the toilet, you can't like naturally your body can't push because there's wounds. It's gonna freaking hurt. So yeah, but the constipation was fine last night. It was mostly like the pain from my uterus. But yeah, this morning it was even way worse. The period pain was there, and then now I was like really constipated. I had a terrible morning. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move, couldn't find a comfortable position to sleep in. And I noticed that one of my incisions actually was bleeding, because then there was more blood. I'll try and insert like footage to show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, so in the morning I actually ended up having some Cerelac, because I was hoping it would just like help me like run my tongue. So I had like Cerelac with a lot of milk, and yeah, later on I actually managed to finally poop. Oh my gosh, the relief I felt so much relief. So yeah, it got better. So most of today I was just sleeping, and I feel much better now. Yeah, so that's how it's going so far. I'm just really trying to rest a lot, and every time when I'm up, I'm trying to sit up, I'm trying to walk around the house, and obviously not like spend the whole day in bed, because I need to exercise. So yeah, so this is what my wounds are looking like. I feel like my tummy is swelling down a little bit, and this is the one that I feel like bled last night, because yesterday there wasn't, you know, this that's showing right there. But yep, that's how we're looking on day 4 post-surgery. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to mention is the gas. The gas is a problem. Yeah, I'm burping a lot. Yeah, and my stomach just feels really gassy, like it's. And yesterday I could literally feel the gas here, you know, like that feeling of popping bubble wrap. That's how my chest was feeling yesterday. Today is much better, but yeah, and that's why also my stomach is still a bit huge. I think I still have a lot of gas, and sometimes when I like sleep on one side a lot, you literally feel the gas on the other side. So you have to keep switching, but for me it's only the right side that's the most comfortable for me to sleep on, so it makes it really tough. But yeah, okay, so recovery, guys. I think it took me about 2 weeks to sort of get back into somewhat of a normal state. You know, I could do most things. I could get up, I could walk around or whatever, but at a very slow. You can't stand up straight and just, you know, function as normal. Your body is literally still healing. You've got open wounds, and I guess the downside of a laparoscopic myomectomy is that because there's tools inside your uterus and the cutting and everything, a lot of the damage, like a lot of the bruises, are internal, as opposed to like an open surgery where you're gonna have a big scar, but then, you know, the doctor can see like right there what they're doing, and as opposed to just having all these metal things in your uterus. And so because most of the bruising is inside your body, you're gonna feel it when you're healing. So yeah, it took me quite some time. I'm so glad. Shout out to my mom. Thank you to my mom. My mom, my angel, my queen. Like, she helped me, yeah, with pretty much everything. She would help me to bath, and she pushed me to go for like little walks in the corridor. I was staying at my uncle's house, my mom's brother's place, and yeah, at some point, I think after about 2 weeks, we would like take a walk from the gate to like the corner and back. I think something that I should mention is with the laparoscopic myomectomy, they pump gas into your stomach, so then your stomach inflates so that they can see what's happening. So after that, they then drain out the gas, but then not all of it gets out. Oh my gosh, the gas is a painful experience. I could literally feel gas all over here. Like, you know, when I would touch my chest, you literally feel like little pockets of gas popping, like literally like bubble wrap. That's how it was for me. And so you definitely need to get up and move, because then now if you spend all your time lying down, that gas is just gonna accumulate and you're gonna be in so much pain. So I think I would advise you to get up and just like, I would like massage myself, massage my chest. And oh, it was very, very difficult to poop. I think the first 2 days I couldn't poop at all. I was so constipated, and that sucked, because you know when you're pooping you have to like push it out, but you can't because you have like all these wounds in your belly. And yeah, that was very, very hard. And what was I taking? I think I was taking MMT for the gassiness as well. Yeah, as for eating, I was eating very normal foods, like just normal foods, but obviously mostly soups and mashed potato and just like light food, because then yeah, I couldn't have salsa or you know. But yeah, that's as far as I can remember. But then I'm going to try and answer most of the questions that you guys have, and then I think that would be, I'll be in a better position to share what you guys actually want to know. So let's get straight into the Q&A. This question said, what causes fibroids, or where do they come from? Honestly guys, there is no conclusive or comprehensive reason that has been found to cause fibroids. Some people say diet, some people, you know, there's just so many theories out there, but there isn't, you know, research to support what actually is the real cause of fibroids. Researchers and doctors are still trying to find this out. So for now, they say it's literally just like how cancer can just, you know, can affect anyone. Cancer has no particular cause, but it can affect anyone. So yeah, from my research, there is no particular cause of fibroids. How are you doing now? Honestly guys, I am fine. I am better than ever. No issues whatsoever. My health is back to 100. I also got another question that asked if I'm still getting period pains. Unfortunately, I still do have period pains. They're definitely better than what I was experiencing during that period right before my surgery, but unfortunately I still have them, guys. I just manage them with painkillers. So I take my painkillers when my period starts, and especially the first 2 days I am heavy on painkillers. Do not shy away from painkillers, guys. They're there to help you. So yeah, how many fibroids did they take out? So it was actually 2 fibroids, guys. When I was going for the scans and everything, they could only see one really big one, but during the process of the surgery they actually found 2. So I had 2 fibroids taken out. How did you feel emotionally throughout this journey, especially leading up to the surgery? Whew. Okay, so if you watched part 1, I spoke a little bit about this, but it was tough, guys. It was honestly really, really tough, especially mentally. There was just so much going through my head. I was battling just so many things. Imagine hearing that your chances of ever being a mother are getting slimmer. That's something that's very hard to accept, especially for someone like me who has dreams of someday becoming a mom. It was really tough. It was really, really tough. And physically, obviously, I was going through so much pain. So it was just a very, very difficult period. How bad is the scarring? I think this was the most asked question. So as I mentioned, guys, I opted for the laparoscopic myomectomy, and fortunately with the laparoscopic myomectomy you don't get an open wound. So this is what my tummy looked like just after surgery. It's literally just little dots, so it's tiny little scars. As you can see, the bandages are very, very small because they pierce holes through your stomach. So those holes are essentially your wounds. So that's how my stomach looked just after surgery. And this is how my tummy looks like now, 1 year later. So they're very, very small scars. It's pretty much similar to BBL scars. you know, it's just tiny dots. So luckily the scarring is not bad at all. It's really not bad. Did you try any other treatments or remedies before deciding on surgery? So no, I didn't, because yeah, for me, by the time I discovered my fibroids, they were causing so many issues, especially the bleeding, which was causing me to be anemic. So I've heard of people who try like yoni steaming and who try like some traditional remedies and it actually works and they go away. For me, it wasn't the case. I had to go for surgery immediately because I was losing so much blood. I'd become anemic. Like, it was an urgent situation. So no, I didn't try any other remedies. How long did it take to feel normal again? This was also another common question asked. Another similar question to that was, how long did it take you to get back to work and normal activities? So for me, I think just to get back to some form of normality, it was around 2 weeks. I think in 2 weeks, that's when I could, you know, walk around more and just, I could do more than what I was able to do right after surgery. But like to feel normal again, I can say about 6 weeks. Yeah, because I went back to work after 6 weeks. What took the most time to heal was the belly button. Oh my gosh. So the belly button is essentially your biggest wound, because that's where the big the camera is inserted. So they literally pierce through you and it's just a bigger, you know, wound. And you know how the belly button is super sensitive. So that was essentially what took the longest time to heal. I think even after I went back to work, it was still healing. Like I remember going back to the doctor and then I had to try out like an antibiotic cream for it to heal. I tried a Supuricin ointment, and after that, that's when it started healing properly. But then the other wounds had healed by then. They were healed, and you know, I think they took off my bandages after 2 weeks, if I remember well. I don't remember, but yeah, they took off my bandages pretty soon, pretty early on in the process. So yeah, I would say about 6 weeks. Yeah, in 6 weeks you should be fine, back to work and all of that. How did your family and friends support you through this experience? Oh my gosh, I am blessed, guys. I am so blessed. I am blessed beyond measure. I have the best family. I have the best friends in the whole wide world. I think you guys saw in part 2, like the hospital room would be so full. Like literally, yeah. And my family is big as well. Like I have a big family, immediate family, and also extended family. They all came through, guys. Even my friends, like shout out to my friends, my girls, Majita, Tanaka. They were there at the hospital, you know. Yeah, no, I'm really blessed. Even like after I came out of hospital, I had friends come over to see me at home. Jimmy, Mona, so many friends, Tinashe, Tauya, like just all my friends. I can't even name them all, but yeah, honestly, I had so much support. And it's really important to have that support, because honestly, you can't do it by yourself. And I think there's a few people that have reached out to me, and they're like, you know, they live abroad and they're contemplating whether they should do the surgery there or wait to come home. Honestly, I've had surgery while I was living abroad in China. It's not cute. You are by yourself. You're by yourself, and just having people there with you just makes everything so much easier. So yeah, I'm honestly super grateful for that. Do you feel any lasting effects from the surgery, either physically or emotionally? No, not really, to be honest. Like I am 100% back to factory settings. Like I have no pain, nothing. Even emotionally, like yeah, I'm fine. I'm really fine, honestly. What advice would you give to someone who's about to undergo a similar surgery? Okay, I would say do your research. Do a lot of research. If it means getting second and third opinions from the doctors, do that. I think I shared a lot more on that in part 1. But if you can get a second or third opinion, please do that. Do your research, find out what works best for you, obviously depending on your situation. So yeah, that's the best advice. And honestly, that it will be fine. It will be okay. Do not be afraid. You've got this, and your quality of life is going to improve way more after the surgery. So just think of the pain you're experiencing right now, think of all the discomfort and just everything that's happening now, and remind yourself that there's better on the other side. So yeah, you're gonna be fine. Do you worry about fibroids coming back, and what will you do if they do? There is no point in worrying, honestly. There's absolutely no, I cannot worry about things that are not in my control. And it's not a given that fibroids will come back. They may or may not come back. I am just living my life as normal. I honestly don't think much about it. And what will I do if they come back? Hey, they would have come back. The best I can do is just, talk to my doctor and just find out, what the next steps will be. But there's absolutely no point in me worrying about something that I can't control. Yeah. Okay guys, so that marks the end of this video and the end of the fibroid series I've been sharing. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. I genuinely hope that, first of all, I have managed to raise awareness and just bring more attention to the topic. Second of all, I hope that my story encourages someone else who's going through this experience to just hold on, and just encourages them. They're gonna be fine. It's actually not as bad, and they can do it. If I could do it, then you can definitely do it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please share these videos if you can. Share with the next sister. You really don't know who you're gonna help. I've had so many DMs from so many women going through the same issues. So if you know someone who can benefit from these videos, then please make sure you share them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a video when I post. Thank you guys, I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.